Yeah, so we're in the UK. Our first ever trip over to England, and I think it's been a success, to be honest. We're finishing up now our 4-day experience with a tour around Carroll Road. We brought the boys down here last night. They got to see a live Premier League game against Manchester United, and then we're now getting to see the stadium where the Manchester United players and Norwich players were playing last night. So unbelievable experience. Yeah, I think it's gone as well as it could have. We have to review it now, and I mean you can always do better. But for a first hit out, I think we've done a sterling effort, and I can't thank the staff enough. From the media guys to Juan Carlos, Ryan, has been an absolute trooper. I think everyone's really dug in, and it shows kind of what this project's about. That it's not just the glitz and glamour, but we've got people that are really here for the cause and just to do the best for the players.
The best thing probably about the academy is just being able to meet different footballers from around the world and play against the big teams that you wouldn't get to in Australia.
The coaches here are absolutely amazing. They help me in everything, teach me the movements, the run, the passes, what to do and what not to do, and to be honest, I've become such a better player since I've arrived.
If I had to describe football in one word, I would choose magical. It's just a sport that I couldn't describe how much it means to me, and everything revolves around it, and it's just all I have, and it's all I'm gonna have, and it's all I want to do for the rest of my life.
I would say life, because I feel like my life moves around football, and it's just, I'm always watching football, I'm always playing football, and I always have it on my mind.
Probably a dream, God's given me the ability to play, so I'm enjoying it. I have to keep working hard, training, and I'll see where it takes me.
I play football because I love it. I just love playing. I love the game, especially Spanish football.
For me, it's my life. Yes, it's my life.
I think I have talent, but like I say, it's not enough for all players. Even if you have talent, you have to work next to training and do everything you can to be at the top level.
Basically just, if you want to make it, just go for it. Train hard, work hard, and don't give up.
Be able to adapt and change to things. Soccer is a very subjective sport, and it's all about the coach's mind and what they're trying to play, but it's really been a fantastic experience for me, and I would recommend you come try it out yourself.
para mí es un honor de poder estar aquí en Balaído, ¿no? Ha sido un estadio que ha hecho muchísimos goles, ha hecho una carrera magnífica. Estaba yo en el Málaga haciendo muchísimos goles, entonces ha tenido una propuesta, ha tenido una conversación con Horacio, con todos los directivos, y para mí fue emocionante porque tú llegar a un equipo como Celta de Vigo, para llegar hay un camino muy grande, hay que trabajar mucho, hay que estar todos los días muy concentrado, disciplina táctica, disciplina en todo. Entonces es muy importante tener, es lo primero. Isso aquí es lo más importante. Lo que el entrenador está explicando lo que tiene que hacer. Entonces yo lo comento siempre a ellos, que hay que aprender. Estamos en una fase de aprendizaje muy grande. La formación de ellos es más importante de la academia. La academia, lo que más interesa es la academia Malaga City, la formación. El objetivo de la academia es formar lo máximo, que no final de año tenemos la certeza que ensinamos a ese chico algo. Eso es más importante. Que ele esteja feliz, a felicidade dele é a felicidade da academia.
Yeah, so we're in the UK. My first ever trip over to England, and I think it's been a success, to be honest. We're finishing up now our 4-day experience with a tour around Carroll Road. We brought the boys down here last night. They got to see a live Premier League game against Manchester United, and then we're now getting to see the stadium where the Manchester United players and Norwich players were playing last night. So, unbelievable experience. Yeah, I think it's gone as well as it could have. We have to review it now, and I mean you can always do better. But for a first hit out, I think we've done a sterling effort, and I can't thank the staff enough. From the media guys to Juan Carlos, Ryan, has been an absolute trooper. I think everyone's really dug in, and it shows kind of what this project's about. That it's not just the glitz and glamour, but we've got people that are really here for the cause and just to do the best for the players.
The best thing probably about the academy is just being able to meet different footballers from around the world and play against the big teams that you wouldn't get to in Australia.
The coaches here are absolutely amazing. They help me in everything, teach me the movements, the run, the passes, what to do and what not to do, and to be honest, I've become such a better player since I've arrived.
If I had to describe football in one word, I would choose magical. It's just a sport that I couldn't describe how much it means to me, and everything revolves around it, and it's just all I have, and it's all I'm gonna have, and it's all I want to do for the rest of my life.
I would say life, because I feel like my life moves around football, and it's just I'm always watching football, I'm always playing football, and I always have it on my mind.
Probably a dream, you know. God's given me the ability to play, so I'm enjoying it. I have to keep working hard, training, and I'll see where it takes me.
I play football because I love it. I just love playing. I love the game, especially Spanish football.
For me, it's my life. Yes, it's my life.
I think I have talent, but like I say, it's not enough for all players. Even if you have talent, you have to work next to training and do everything you can to be at the top level.
Basically, just if you want to make it, just go for it. Train hard, work hard, and don't give up.
Be able to adapt and change to things. Soccer is a very subjective sport, and it's all about the coach's mind and what they're trying to play, but it's really been a fantastic experience for me, and I would recommend you come try it out yourself.
Hello and welcome to another edition of FC Malaga City Academy football. This time we are in Velez, Malaga tonight, about half an hour from our home base in Almun for the FC Malaga City under-21s versus Velez Club de Football's B-side tonight. So those of you that know, Velez Club de Football's B-side is of course in Tercera Andalusia, which is the same league as our FC MC under-23s. But a bit of a stern test for the under-21 side tonight, taking on this Velez B side, who will undoubtedly have some senior players in it, maybe a few first-teamers, and certainly some of the youth teamers as well. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on just what Velez B players are in tonight. But for FC Malaga City, bit of an interesting development tonight with what we've got. So we're going to be playing platoon style, which, not sure, it could be an overly American term. But what we have tonight is there's about 22 players on the roster. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 and 10, playing in 22-minute spurts one in each half. So it'll be 10 players play the first 22 minutes, 10 players play the second 22 minutes, halftime, and then we'll switch. So it's essentially we're playing 4 quarters to almost sum it up and wrap it in a bow. So we will bring you the first 11 players I think that we flash up, and the only player that will stay consistent all night is Ali Tarani in goal. So we'll flash up the first 11 that we have, which should be heading onto your screen right now. So in goal, as we mentioned before, we do have Ali Tarani, the number 1. Number 19 at right back, we have Osa. Center back partnership of Devin Sierra and Sanjar. At left back, I believe we have Teo. Midfield 3 is made up of Russell, Malcolm, and Kurt, wearing 26, 28, and 29 respectively. That's not at all confusing. And then the front 3 is consisting of Kemet Page, Mohamed the Brazilian, and Impala, who, if I know Impala will be on the right wing, Kemet Page will be on the left, and Mohamed will be up through the center. And then the substitutes, how many do we have over there? Looks like we've got 9 listed, and then there may be a few more that are even unlisted because we can't fit them all in the stream. So we will ring those names out as they come in at halftime. So it'll be full-scale changes at about 22 minutes. So every player guaranteed 45 minutes of action tonight. As players look to be lining up and getting ready underway. Another thing we have to bring up. Well, the camera people can't hear us, but as you can see in the lights, it is hazy. And hazy to say the least. That is because there is currently a sandstorm brewing deep in the Sahara Desert. And with the wind patterns the way they are, the sand from the Sahara has blown all the way through Morocco, all the way across the Mediterranean Sea, and all the way up into Almun. So that's part of the reason we're running these platoon squads tonight, is because the sandstorm is so intense. We don't want any of our players feeling the ill effects of all the sand in their lungs, breathing everything in. So in terms of caution, out of an abundance of caution, we'll say, I know that phrase has been overused very much recently, especially with the whole pandemic, but in an abundance of caution, we've decided to do 22-minute rounds tonight just to make sure the players aren't feeling the ill effects of all that sand. But all the way from the Sahara Desert, the sand has made its way up here, creating some incredible skies. The skies have been bright red all day, essentially. So very interesting, but the camera seems to do well to tune it out, and the coming rain of the night should do well to kind of pattern it down and make it not too bad coming tomorrow. We'll have a few streams for you as well, but we're looking forward to getting underway here tonight. I'm sure we'll have a lot of viewers. We always do for the under-21s. Please, of course, leave all the comments you can. May have a few guest commentators hopping on with me tonight. I know Mark next to me is always keen to get on, and we may have FC Malaga City under-23 striker Ben Templeton, who may want to hop in with us tonight, but we've got a few comments rolling in. Let's address those as quick as we can. Have Mark move it over. Who we got? We've got Aslim Kunakunov. Mark, what do you think on that? Looks like that. Let's go Sanjar. So supporting the center back Sanjar, who will be playing the first 22 minutes. We've got, looks like Tony CFT. Let's go FZMC Davino, number 7 tonight, watching live from Long Island, New York. So the man from Long Island supporting Devin Sierra, always in. That's crazy. Sahara sand in España. What's even crazier, Mr. Sierra, is that this is the second time we've seen it in as many weeks. We were hit with a pretty crazy dust storm last week as well, and the forces in the Sahara have kicked it up again and sent it across the sea. And it's being hit with our players today. In all honesty, some of the training today, walking to the bus to the match today, the sand was blowing in your face. It almost felt like you were at a dirt racing track, which is always interesting. Who else have we got on? Jacob Hewitt. I love it. Cheeky Kemet Page. Jacob, the Australian, of course, one of the players recently signed for Maracena's juvenile team, but of course a member of our FCMC or our CDAC under 23s as well. Excuse me, Jacob Hewitt, watching from, I think he'd be in Almun. Now I'm not sure if he's made the journey down to Maracena yet for this weekend's action, but Jacob loves a cheeky Kemet Page. Always great to have him on the stream with us as well. So looking like we're a few minutes to get underway, and as I'm running out of things to say, I will leave you in a pleasant silence right now as I go figure out when we are going to start.
para mí es un honor de poder estar aquí en Balaído, ¿no? Ha sido un estadio que ha hecho muchísimos goles, ha hecho una carrera magnífica. Estaba yo en el Málaga haciendo muchísimos goles, entonces ha tenido una propuesta, ha tenido una conversación con Horacio, con todos los directivos, y para mí fue emocionante porque tú llegar a un equipo como Celta de Vigo, para llegar hay un camino muy grande, hay que trabajar mucho, hay que estar todos los días muy concentrado, disciplina táctica, disciplina en todo. Entonces es muy importante tener, es lo primero. Eso aquí es lo más importante. Lo que el entrenador está explicando lo que tiene que hacer. Entonces yo lo comento siempre a ellos, que hay que aprender. Estamos en una fase de aprendizaje muy grande. La formación de ellos es más importante de la academia. La academia, lo que más interesa, la academia Malaga City, la formación. El objetivo de la academia es formar lo máximo, que no final de año tenemos la certeza que ensinamos a ese chico algo. Eso es más importante. Que ele esteja feliz, a felicidade dele é a felicidade da academia.
Hello and welcome back. We are about to get underway now. The problem was that we did not have a referee organized for the game, but never fear. We have head coach Alvaro Arias. You can see him there taking control of the whistle that he seems to have gotten a handle on. And with no further ado, we are underway. The FC Malaga City under-21s kicking from right to left on your screen. Of course, clad in the blue alternate Almun City kit. Velez clad in their home all-white, kicking from left to right. Sure to be an interesting clash today. As we said before, the 22 minutes will tick by quickly for the players, but it's very necessary to keep them at their tip-top shape. So 2 sequences of 22 minutes for each player to keep them just as fresh as they can be. So we will see essentially 4 quarters played today. And now we are with Velez as they look to possess the ball in the early stages tonight. We've got the names and numbers of all the players with you, so great work done there by Charlie Malman and Alvaro Arias to provide us with everything that we need to call the game properly. As we see Sanjar early there with a good clearance. Got a few more comments rolling in. Please do keep your comments coming. Who else have we got? We've got Sandile Muduli. Come on, Malaga. We've got Mawande as well. Sandi. So big support there being shown as Velez looks to break forward in the early stages. Good tackle there. That's number 26, the midfield 3, all in the same numbers. That's Russell. Is that man Russell? So we'll see. I think he's whistled for a foul there by Alvaro Arias. We'll see, though. Number 10 looks to get away. Yeah, a bit of a shoulder barge. Looks like that. Jacob Hewitt, support from me. Matt Usu in the car. Trip back to Almun. So it looks like they may have been in Maracena now, especially with Matt Walla. Usu doing the driving duty, of course, being one of the few with a car out here. So he's kind of stuck as the taxi service. So Usu driving, Jacob and Matt, the fellow of the Australian partnership, the Australian duo, we'll say, just signed for Maracena and their youth setup. So we will know Maracena from the FC Malaga City victory in the last week. But Jacob and Matt obviously not a part of that, more a part of the youth setup. But I think Jacob Hewitt may be playing this weekend for the under-23 side as he's unpressed so far. So great to have the support there in the car on the way back to Almun. I'm sure we'll be seeing them pretty soon tomorrow. Looks like the referee has just turned up late, so that's a very good look on him. Seemed to take a guilty look at the monitors here. Looked very embarrassed. But we should get him on the pitch quickly as Velez looks to get us back underway with a throw-in down the near side. Turns away from Kemet Page. It looks like, can he deliver across now? Tries to cut inside, but it's cleared out. Clearance just too far for. That's Kurt in the middle there. That is number 29. Kurt just a bit too far. And there you see him continuing to press high, forcing the ball all the way back to the Velez keeper. So quick switch of play. Who we've got tracking him down? That's number 5. That's Mohammed, the big Brazilian striker, up top today, getting some minutes. Confusion on the right-hand side, but the ball ultimately makes its way back to the feet of Ali Tarani. Some good play out of the back there from Malaga, but Kurt dwells just too long on it. Chance for Velez here. Ball swung into the area. Manages to evade everyone, but the late arriving Velez player picks it up and keeps possession. Does well to keep it in, has to be said. Done really well under the pressure. 3 dances away from a second one. Wow, great feet there shown. Tries to switch play, but intercepted by Kemet Page. The American winger looks to drive forward. Manages to keep the ball under the challenge of 2. Looks to play in behind for Muhammad, but cut out. Ball over the head, and there's the first touch for Devin Sierra today. Lovely little passing to Kurt. Kurt now tries to turn away from one, but Velez managed to recollect. Drives forward now. Looks to play down the left-hand side. Decides to go back the easy way and keep possession. Now a big switch of play coming. Ball towards the area. Headed clear only as far as the Velez player at the edge of the area. His shot comes in from range just wide of Tirani's post. But warning signs here. Velez seems to be on the attack early. Who else have we got? We've got another comment in from Mawandi Go Malaga, all the way from Johannesburg, South Africa. Go number 28. Who's number 28? That's Malcolm. So we've got support from Malcolm in the comments right now. So really good for him. Support coming all the way from South Africa. You love to see support from all corners of the globe here. So Malcolm, number 28, we'll make sure to keep an eye on him in the center of the park. As we get back to Tirani taking that goal kick long. Really good strike there. There's that man. Malcolm just loses out on the header. Now Muhammad drops back into midfield to win the second one using every inch of his 6'4" frame. Velez looks to break on the wing again. This winger's been a spot of bother so far for our boys. Dinks the ball in behind. Some good defending there. Looks to have just been ushered out of play. Who came across there? That looks like it was the left back that came across. That looks to be Teo there on that far side. Doing really well to come across and just intercept the play and intercept the striker before he could get a shot away. Tirani goes long again, looking for Kemet Page, but just spends a bit too long watching it. Now Devin's here with a sliding challenge. Gets a lot more of man than ball. The Velez striker goes down and wins a free kick. Good strong tackle there from Devin here. You love to see that aggression being shown, especially in the early stages of these matches. You really want to set the tone, especially as a center back. You want to let them know that they're not going to get pushed around. They're not going to be the Velez player that, although they may be from a more senior setup, they're not going to get an easy ride out here. So really good tone-setting tackle there from Devin Sierra. Jacob Hewitt asking about the weather in Velez. Well, the weather in Velez is pretty terrible. Coated with sand, as always, we mentioned before, the dust storm from the Saharas. We see the Velez free kick come in, not troubling Tirani in net. But the weather is pretty awful, it has to be said. I've been in Spain almost a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and I have not seen a sandstorm quite like this blow across. So something nasty is being kicked up in the Sahara Desert for the second time in as many weeks, as we said before, and just... it's tough. That's why we're running those systems today, to allow the players as much time to rest as possible, to make sure their lungs don't get overcrowded. As we see Sanjar commit a foul there and another Velez free kick. It'll be taken quickly into the left wing. Defensive work now as the striker cuts inside the shot, not troubling the hands of Tirani. Really safe hands so far from Ali. Tirani hasn't given up a rebound despite facing a few 2 to 3 shots in these opening 6 minutes. Good long ball out of the back there. That's number 17. Who's he looking for? So that's Impala. As we predicted, Impala starting on the right wing, Kemet Page starting on the left wing, with Muhammad up front through the center. Impala, I've been told before by the scouts from this home side, some of the coaches as well, that Impala is rapid. He's got loads of pace to burn on that right side. So maybe that could be a tactical point there from Alvaro Arias. Maybe put that long ball over the top for Impala to chase. Could be an interesting work for Teo to do now under pressure. Manages to usher it back to Tirani. Lovely one-touch pass there from the goalkeeper. Finds Teo with a bit of space in front of him. Looks to play towards the near side. Number 8, that's Kemet Page tracking back around the midfield line. Ball cycled around the back. A few more comments coming in. George Jeremy, Vamos FC MC. So the big boss watching tonight. George Jeremy, after his workout at Marai tonight, tunes into the live stream. George, always great to have you on the stream with us, watching the future of the club develop right before our very eyes with this FCMC under 21 side. Who knows, you could be watching a few players in this side now, could be into the senior next year. So always good to see George keeping an eye on all the teams. Who else have we got? Nicole Sierra. Let's go Davino, number 7. So Devin, we were told, is the natural striker, but again drops into that center back role tonight, but he's always willing to do a job for the team, is Devin Sierra. So as always, support being shown for the man from New York. As we see Velez now have a free kick in a very dangerous position. Alarm bells must be ringing for Tirani in the Malaga City net right now. Left-footed number 10 over it. Quite a big wall, though, with Page and Mohammed. But it looks like number 2, that's Teo there, seems to be directing a lot of the traffic with Tirani behind him barking out instructions. So Tirani's got his wall set where he wants it. The right footer steps over. Now the shot comes in towards the back post, and it's in. Wow, good finish there from the Velez striker. We'll have another look at it, but 1-0 to the home side in the 9th minute. Tell you what, we were under pressure. We were under the caution these opening few minutes, and Velez have made that pressure tell, striking a free kick confidently into the bottom right corner of Tirani's goal. We'll have another look at it. So the wall was set up. It was a 4-man wall. I thought it was in quite good position. The right footer stepped over. Hate to nag on the keeper there, but Tirani did take a bit of a step to his left. It's never good to see that from a goalkeeper. You always want to make sure your side is covered, but it can be so tempting to see that striker try to curl it over the wall as Malaga take a shot from range, and wow, went close there. Who was that on the shot? We'll get another look at that, but as we were explaining the goal, it looked like number 28. That's Malcolm, all the way from South Africa. Looks to have had that shot from range. Let's see it again. So Velez couldn't get out of their own area. Impala drove down the right-hand side, cut it back towards Malcolm, took a touch out with his left, struck it with his right. I tell you what, wasn't far away there, Mark. A great reaction shown by Malaga there to almost get back to level pegging right away. Velez come forward. Another foul. As now you can see we do have a referee in play with us, clad in all green. We'll have another look at that foul. See what we see. Yeah, it looks like he just got taken out. Combination of in front and behind. It seems to be no complaints from any of the Malaga City players. But looks like the free kick was taken. And we are now back to a goal kick. Looks like. So it will be Tirani taking the goal kick. Quick passing. Played down the right-hand side. Velez managed to recollect after a decent spell of FCMC pressure there. Back towards the center of the park. This is where Velez can be dangerous. When they're possessing the ball, even though they're in their own area, there's that killer long ball over the top as they push over the top of Sierra. Isolated 1-versus-1, needs to do some defensive work. Player gets taken down. Sierra waves him up. Referee agrees with Devin Sierra, points to a goal kick there. We'll have another look at that if we can. So Devin Sierra doing really well to get back behind the ball. Number 20 isolated, didn't get much of a touch there. Almost threw himself to the ground looking for a penalty. Sierra adamant in protesting his innocence, and correctly so. Tirani now with the goal kick, looking long into this left channel a bit. Has a big target to aim for there, and Kurt does really well to bring it down. Looks to play a combination with Teo, cuts inside, does get it back to Teo. Really good play there by the big number 29. That's Kurt in the middle of the park. We've seen him a few times now this season, and he's been a really good addition to this FCMC under 21 side after coming in around the Christmas time. Tirani now looks to pick up a pass in the middle, does well to find his way to the feet of Muhammad. Kurt now tries to turn away from the Velez player, ball ultimately to the feet of Teo. Back in field to Kurt, those two combining well in these early stages. On the near side now, Kurt just loses out. Him and Teo do manage to win it back. Scrappy in the corner right now. Velez come away with it, but Muhammad picks it up in the center of the park. Plays infield. Malcolm looked to be advancing there, but just too far ahead of him, and Velez can break now. Danger Sierra steps up high, does well to get a toe and win the challenge away, and Impala comes in field and wins it away. Neither side able to get a clean grasp on the ball so far. Ultimately falls to the feet of the Velez center back. Velez will just drop off now, look to keep a bit of possession along the back. But a turnover there sees FCMC regain it in a dangerous position. That was Russell there stepping high to win the ball back. Now Malaga City possessed through Sierra, and now Sanjar. Sanjar back to Sierra. Sierra looks infield for Mohammed. Does well to bring it down. Ultimately finds its way to Malcolm. Malcolm with a lovely left-footed switch of play to Kemet Page. Isolated 1-versus-1 on the right side. Let's see if he can get in the area and deliver. Cuts inside, just loses out. Ball makes its way back to Kurt. The strike from range. A flashing strike there from Kurt. Forces the keeper into a good save in the first corner of the match for FCMC. Really good strike for him, the big number 29. We'll see if we can get another look at it before the corner comes in. We should be able to see it. We are. So good work from Kemet Page. Although he didn't get the service in, he created a bit of danger. Ball ultimately found its way to Kurt. No hesitation on that strike at all. A rasping left-footed strike towards the near post. Keeper did well to get back to it. Corner taken, but way too far for anyone. It looks like Sierra will retreat and collect on the far side. Has to be careful here not to lose out and allow the counterattack. Does well to win it away. Infield for Muhammad. Back to Sierra. Can Sierra have a shot? He can. His shot is parried. It's Impala. Oh, no. From the goal line, Impala can only direct his strike straight at the keeper, and the score stays 1-0 to Velez. A gilt-edged chance for Malaga City there to equalize, but the chance goes begging off the foot of the winger. Wow, huge chance for FCMC to draw level. Just really disappointing that could not find the back of the net. But what play there. Devin Sierra and Mohammed playing a lovely little 1-2. Sierra getting the rifle of a shot onto the net. Unfortunately for us, the rebound just came a bit quickly on Impala there. Couldn't tuck it away. Long ball over the top now. Teo with defensive work to do. He gets the wrong side of the Velez striker. Does well to recollect. The sliding challenge comes in late. Looks like it's cleared out for a goal kick. So really good last-ditch defending there from Teo. We'll have another look at that. After initially losing out to the strength of the number 21, he does well to get a tackle in. Looked to have possibly been a foul there. Velez player wasn't best pleased with it, but referee seems to take a benign view of proceedings. We are back underway quickly through Tirani. Long ball looking over the top, flicked on by Malcolm, but Mohammed can't get on the end of it. All the way back to the keeper. This allows the FCMC line to get up, something that Alvaro Arias has been keen on. Seems to be playing a bit of a higher line in matches such as this. Really wants the back four to work on seeing those spaces in behind and wants to work on that high pressure that we've become so accustomed to watching countless FCMC streams so far this season. Ball is shifted across, and we are quickly coming up to that 22-minute mark where the players were coming in. So a flurry of activity outside right now as the 10 substitutes are looking to warm up quickly and get into the action in just a few minutes. But here's Impala now down that right-hand side. The first chance to really see him in action. Great pace shown. He drives into the area. Surely it could be one. Oh, tries to cut it back from Mohammed, but cleared away. Really good enterprising play from Impala there down the right-hand side. First chance to really stretch his legs and show his pace, and did brilliantly to get into the area. But unfortunately, the cut back from Mohammed just arrives a second too late for the big Brazilian striker to get a touch. So despite conceding first, the under-21s here really grown back into this game. Kemet Page looks to drive forward. Last-ditch touch from the number 21. Manages to deflect it off Page and out for a Velez throw-in. But despite conceding first, FCMC clearly had the better of the play in these last few minutes. Few chances being created. Wouldn't be shocked to see us get a goal before these 22 minutes are up. Velez keep possession around the back. Now clip ball over the top, but no one there for the home side. Teo will play back through Tirani. Tirani under pressure, needs to be careful. Clipped ball into the center of the park. Kurt arrives there just to take it away from the toe of the Velez player. His chip ball into the channel looking for Impala. Can he get it on the second touch? Tries to cut inside, but loses out to the Velez player. Bit of possession for the home side now as they come forward. Page retreats. Teo steps up there to just halt the Velez attack where it started, forcing him to go backwards into their own half. Ball infield and then a switch of play. Osa with some defensive work to do on the right-hand side. Ultimately clipped into the area. Tarani can recollect at his feet. Decides to go to the short option this time. Sierra now. Sierra infield for Russell. Russell has Kurt in space, chooses to use Sierra. Devin drives into the empty space, then plays a quick one over to Sanjar. Nice little spell of possession now for FCMC. Just really trying to settle the game back down. It's been a hectic, say, opening 20 minutes so far. Chances coming from both sides. Looks like FCMC will just try to put their foot on the ball now, really control proceedings. Well played to the far side. This is the right back. This is Osa. Osa plays in behind for Impala. His first touch just lets him down, but manages to recollect on the second attempt. The shot comes in from range. Good save again from the keeper. Chances coming for this FCMC under 21 side. Let's have a look at that shot from Impala. So Malcolm managed to get it to Osa. Osa drove forward as much as he could, easily brushed off the number 20, played Impala in behind. Second touch did well to get out of his feet and then lashes a shot at the keeper. Had to be alerted as near post. So it'll be a corner here for FCMCs. We got a shots on target graphic coming up today. So we've graduated from corners to shots on target now. Mark Bridle, of course, doing everything he can to keep you informed. We see Kurt with the corner, left-footed in-swinger, but again, just doesn't hit it right, not even in the area ultimately. Recollected on the far side, that's number 26, that's Russell.
White socks? Yeah, white shorts? White shorts? White socks? White shorts? White socks?
Throw in for FCMC. Number 2 on this near side is Teo. He has Paige on offer to him and instead chooses to go to Kurt. Kurt and Malcolm play catch. Malcolm drives into the area, gets away from 1, gets away from 2. Can he deliver the cross? Oh, he can, just defend it away before it gets to the feet of Muhammad. Teo quickly closes in. Kemet Page recollects. Infield to Kurt. Has Russell in space. Keeps possession back to, that's number 6, Sanjar. Sanjar to Kurt. Kurt under pressure now, does well to turn away from 1. Does a back heel pass. Wow, great bit of skill there. Infield to Teo. Teo inside to Malcolm. Malcolm's pass just intercepted. Chance for Velez to break now. The dangerous number 21 cuts inside, but great work right there from Malcolm and Muhammad. Win it back for the under 21s. Play is cycled from side to side now. Sanjar and Devin Sierra intent to keep it away from this dangerous Velez front 3. Sierra with a great ball inside to Kurt. Kurt to Teo. Teo looks to cut inside, evades the sliding challenge, returns it to Kurt. Oh, but Kurt tries to play it in behind for Malcolm. Just a miscommunication there, but really great combination play there. The two midfielders are just not on the same page, but you could almost see the gears turning in these players' heads right now as they work on the puzzle of unlocking this Velez defense. Good combination play in the midfield there from a combination of Russell, Kurt, and Malcolm. Win it back for FCMC, but Russell dwells too long on it. Velez with a chance to break. The sliding tackle from Sierra isn't successful. Chance for the home side to double their lead. Drives towards the area, but great backtracking there. Looks like that was Osa on the right side doing really well to get back behind the ball, allowing Tirani to claim. Tirani clipped ball out. Now it's Osa again on this far side. He drives into the midfield. We've seen a chance fashion down this right side before with that shot coming in from Impala, but this time chooses to go back instead to Sierra. Sierra infield for Russell. Chip ball over the top looking for that speedster Impala. He does well to bring it down on the back heel. Isolated 1 versus 1. Can he create some danger in the area right now? Drives infield. Muhammad looks to turn the corner. Can Impala pick it up? It gets its way to Muhammad. His left-footed shot is tame. Just doesn't look like he caught it right. Ultimately into the hands of the Velez keeper. But again, good play down that right-hand side from FCMC. Really doing well to exploit the weakness of this Velez left-hand side. Home side look to keep a bit of possession now. But this FCMC side has grown into the game despite the shell-shocked first 10 minutes. We've really decided to put our foot on it a little bit, and playing through the thirds has worked. Wise play there from Tirani just to let the long ball run out. We'll have a look at this chance from Impala and Mohammed. Looks to play infield. Mohammed does well to try to turn the corner. Fought for in the middle of the area. The left-footed strike from Mohammed came in just a bit too tame to trouble the keeper. As the home side make a sub right now. It doesn't look like the 22-minute changes are coming as of yet for Almun, or excuse me, for FCMC. Playing out through the thirds, here's Velez recollect in the center of the area. Played on the far side now, also with defensive work to do. Velez striker does well to come infield, but intercepted by Malcolm. Malcolm now to the feet of Russell. Has Page on the overlap, but the pass just a bit behind him. Page does well to recollect and find Russell again. Russell back to the feet of Teo. Teo under pressure, turns away from one, but in trouble here. Not too many options. Ultimately hits it off the Velez player to win a throw-in. Long throw-in flicked on by Page and then cleared up. Sanjar on the wrong side of the striker gets whistled for a foul there. Looked to have been holding back the Velez player. Free kick for the home side in a position very similar to where they scored their first goal. Tirani must be alert to this one. So the right footer and the left footer over it again. Although it looks like the number 21 has been subbed out, so maybe a bit easier for the goalkeeper this time. Only a 3-man wall, free kick from a bit further away and a bit wider out, so less of a risk of a shot. This one, if it's coming in, almost must go over the wall, but it'll be the right footer who delivers. Should be Tirani's, claims really confidently there. Much better from Ali Tirani, that just quickly off his line, claims at the highest point, never an issue for the keeper. Plays short to Sierra, dances away from one, looks to drive infield now and commit a few defenders. Sierra continues driving forward, dropped and then turned over in the center of the park. Tries to turn away from Malcolm, but then him and Kurt manage to get split. Russell steps up, tries to prevent the counter, does so really well, forcing Velez to go back into their own half. Now the home side go long over the top. Tirani's off his line there, does well to claim over the on-rushing striker and combination of the striker and Sierra, who are both tracking back there. Really good commanding goalkeeping from Ali Tirani. Sierra now plays infield for Kurt. Kurt cuts back with a lovely little Cruyff turn. Looks to spray the ball in behind for Mohammed, but the pace of the striker just a bit too slow there. Can't get that ball in behind. Really good from Teo on the far side. And then the pass is intercepted by Osa. Osa infield for Kurt. Now Russell with the right-footed ball looking for Impala. Ball just a bit behind the speedy winger. Ultimately out for a Velez throw-in. Velez possessor around the back, looks to cut inside. Foul committed by Sierra there. Referee says play on, looking for an advantage to form. No advantage, doesn't blow it dead though. Left-footed ball from Tirani finds the feet of Page, who loses out under the strong tackle of the Velez winger. Ball played infield, danger now for the under-21s. Velez with some dangerous possession in the attacking third. Good strong banks of defense, keeping the home side away from the area, but a lovely little interchange there. Teo commits the foul, and then Sanjar commits the foul. Which one will the referee pick? Looks like he'll start with the foul committed by Teo. The Velez player dumped unceremoniously in a heap, but great skill there, has to be said. What a backheel flick that was. Teo could do nothing more than scythe the player down, and it'll be a free kick for Velez. But while we have the moment, there looks to be a substitution. I think Mohammed is coming off. Looks like number 11 is coming on. That's Monzon. So I think Mohammed off, Monzon on. So one of those scheduled changes taking place now. The number 11 comes on. Should be a like-for-like swap. I have a feeling he'll just go into that striker position. Now the free kick from Velez taken short. The strike from the edge of the area flies over Tirani's goal, never troubling the keeper, out for a goal kick. We'll have another look at that. Training ground routine, clearly, but the shot doesn't come off from the on-rushing Velez attacker. Play down the right-hand side. Osa finds himself in a bit of space. Has Impala in front of him. Chooses to use him. Monzon in the center of the park. Swings it in. Here is Monzon. His first touch is good. Brings it down. Can he turn away and strike? He can. What a save from the Velez keeper. My goodness, that was daylight robbery. Wow. The save you dream about as a goalkeeper. Mark, we'll have another look at that just as soon as we can because words rarely fail me. This is one of those times words fail me. Impala, great and surprising play down the right-hand side. Monzon did well to turn away from one, lashes a strike, and the keeper top hand over the bar. You don't get a better save than that. So the resulting corner from FCMC, Kurt needs to find a good delivery this time. Swung in, much better ball towards the back post, looking for Russell. Fall forward towards the edge of the area. Malcolm with the header back into the danger zone. Ultimately hoofed clear. And Velez look to press high. But Osa does really well under pressure to clear, but his long ball intercepted. Kurt tracking all the way back with a brilliant sliding tackle to clear the ball into the stand. So really good transition defense from Malaga there, despite the corner being cleared. Get back behind the ball very, very quickly. So we'll have another look at this chance. Mark wants to see it again. It was that good. Impala drives down the byline. Cuts infield for Monzon. His left-footed shot. We'll even slow it down for you. We'll give the keeper his moment in the sun. Full extension, top end over the bar. It doesn't get better than that. It has to be said. Does not get better than that. What a save. Home side look to possess a bit now, clearly worried by those chances that were coming for FCMC. But Kurt does well to win it back there, tries to play infield for Monzon, but a miscommunication between the substitute and the starter. But Kurt does well to win it back, dancing away from multiple players, ultimately finds his way to Kemet Page. Page now drives towards the touchline, will look to swing it across, he does so, just cleared before it can reach the outstretched leg of Monzon. Recollected by Velez in the center of the park. Ball infield now for the home side. Great switch of play. Teo and Page isolated. Kemet does well to get behind the ball. Velez looks to keep possession through the center backs. Good high press coming from Monzon. He'll continue it as well. Going from center back to keeper to center back. Seems to have just taken a bit out of the attack. Sierra with a very high step there, but does well to marshal the line. Ultimately earn an offsides decision in favor of the under-21s. So that was Devin Sierra there. You could see him at the highest point. Of course, with those bright red boots, you can't miss him. Stepping just as high as he could. I think this is a replay of that. Not sure if the camera was able to capture it, but it looks like he just drifted maybe a yard offsides. So great commanding line there from Devin Sierra, really just getting his players up, all of them listening to his call just like that, and winning the offsides decision. Tirani and Sierra now combining well to clear the Velez striker, but the long ball from Sierra intercepted, a chance for the home side to maybe get a shot on goal. Not to be though, Sanjar steps out confidently and plays to the feet of Kurt. Kurt's long ball looking for Impala. Seems to be onside here. Could he be in behind? Oh, a late whistle from the referee. Flag goes up on the far side for an offsides. Not too sure. From first glance, he looks like he could have been a bit off, but the referee let it go for quite a bit of time. So we'll see if we can get a replay of that. Not too sure what the camera caught. We will be able to get a replay of it, looks like. So the long ball from Kurt over the top looks like he was just a bit offsides there. switch of play for Velez now. Teo with a bit of work on the right wing. Ball played infield, but a really good tackle from Russell there. Wins it away. Cleared up the pitch looking for Monzon. Interplay on the far side, intercepted by a wayward pass, out for a Velez throw-in. Home side now break forward. Runner off the outside shoulder of Chandra. Referee's flag should go up. Tarani off his line spreads. The referee's flag does go up. That was a very well-disciplined line there from the FCMC 21s. We'll have a look at it. Almost clear as day. The pass comes a second later. Right now it looks like. Offsides to me. Producer next to me agrees. So really good line there from Sierra and Sandra just to keep the player on the other side of them. Kurt turns away from two, keeps possession through Teo. Teo switch of play. Oh, that was Sandra, pardon me. Switch of play to Sierra. Infield for Russell. Russell drives forward now. Infield for, that's Malcolm on it. Can he switch play to Impala? He does. He manages to get it there. Oh, but the Velez player intercepts. Impala wins it back, drives infield. Another chance for Monzon. Gets it onto that favored left foot. Will they have a strike this time? Does its blocks. Falls to Kemet Page. Page under pressure does well to turn away from two. Can he deliver? Swings it into the area. Surely it must be. The shot comes in. What a save from the keeper. Back out to Malcolm. His left-footed shot just wide of the far post. Chances galore for FCMC, but it just won't find the back of the net. Great opportunity there for Malcolm, but another brilliant save from the Velez keeper. The shot initially came in from Monzon, was blocked before it could get to the goalkeeper. Page does brilliantly, has to be set against two. Cuts to the byline, squares it to the area. The first time strike from Monzon, saved by the keeper. And then the follow-up from Malcolm, inches away from that far post. Just out of play. With that, looks like Velez have swapped keepers. You can see the all red-clad keeper now. I believe the keeper before was dressed in a more neutral tone. Not sure if I can remember what color it was. May have been green, similar to the referees. But they have swapped keepers. So in a friendly like this, substitutions tend to come thick and fast. You can only hope to keep up with them as best we can. But now Velez on the attack. Good play by Osa on the far side, but can only turn away and concede a throw-in. Tirani barking instructions from the goal. Play from Velez goes short. Referee says play on. Fought for on the far side. Ultimately won back by Kurt, who will drive infield. Needs to get the ball off while he's under pressure. Chips one in behind for Kemet Page. The American winger will try to cut inside too. Does really well. A chance now for Malaga. Tries to play inside behind for Monzon. Intercepted by the retreating Velez defense. Will now try to play out. Switch of play into the middle. Dangerous ball brought down by Malcolm, but it's touched just too big to recollect it on the other side of the defender. Velez breaking now. Teo under pressure. Has to be safe here. Does well just to put his body in between the ball and the on-rushing attacker. Shield out for a goal kick. So we've got full match stats coming on right now. FCMC out shooting the home side 8-2. But the all-important score right now is the one in the top left corner of your screen that says Velez 1, Malaga 0. Kurt does well to turn away from one, wins the throw-in. Big throw down the line. Kemet Page all of a sudden finds himself in a bunch of space. 1 versus 1. The bench encouraging him to take him on. Cuts to that byline again. Swings it into the area. Good defensive header. Impala was arriving there at the back post, but cleared before it could reach his head. Osa now turns away under pressure. Ball infield for Russell. Osa, and now Kurt. Kurt looks to play infield for Malcolm. Pass just too far, but a really good idea there from Kurt to try that incisive pass into midfield. The tackle from Monzon wins it back to the feet of Malcolm. But relatively inexplicably, the referee has whistled for a foul. Looks like on Russell. Not too sure what the transgression was, but the referee clearly saw something that we didn't. Whistles for the foul. So there's that sliding tackle from Monzon. Does well. It was the high elbow from Russell that warranted the referee's whistle. Velez continue making more and more substitutions as we tick towards the final few minutes of this first half. Long ball over the top from the keeper should be Tirani's. Doesn't claim it all. Actually just lets it run out harmlessly for a goal kick. So again, more commanding keeping there from Tirani, just knowing where he is every step of the way, watches it out for a goal kick. Risky play across the back from FCMC ultimately results in a turnover in the attacking third for Velez. Velez keep possession, but Malcolm manages to win it back. Drives forward now, has Impala on the right. We'll have Kemet Page arriving on the left. Malcolm continues on his solo run. Now uses Page. Kemet Page isolated against two. This one just tries to get something positive for the team. Page disappears into the corner behind some of the barriers. Looks to have conceded a throw-in. Teo stepping high. They'll be avoided at the back down this right-hand side if Velez can exploit it. But Teo does really well to get quickly back behind the ball and draws the foul. Great play there from the Brazilian. Left back does brilliantly to get himself back behind the ball in an advantageous position. Draw the foul. Taking quickly. Now Russell on it. Has Teo on the overlap. Uses him. Numbers in the box. Can he deliver? The left-footed cross looks to have been mishit there. Out for a goal kick for the home side. Velez keeper directing his team to move forward. This is clearly one of the more senior players on this side right now. We'll go long. Booming kick again over the top. The bounce evades here, and Velez all of a sudden are in here with a chance to double their lead right on the stroke of the halftime. The shot just past the outstretched right leg of Tirani and into the back of the net. So a chance from absolutely nothing. But Velez make no mistake with the finish and double their advantage with 5 minutes to go before halftime. We'll have another look at it if we even want to. But the long ball over the top from the keeper, just pure Route 1 football. Velez striker comes in behind. And in what must be an interesting twist of fate, the replay cuts out before we could see that finish into the bottom corner. But nothing Tirani could do there. Came out as big as he could, spread himself as large as he could possibly make himself. But unfortunately, a good finish beat him into the bottom corner. And all of a sudden, FCMC, despite all the pressure, all the chances, find themselves 2-0 down right on the stroke of halftime. Goalkeeper goes long again this time. Sierra better position to win the header. Brought down one really well by Kurt in the midfield. Turns away from two, but loses out to the third. Velez try to keep possession in the attacking half. Ball played infield, then switched out wide. Space in behind Teo there. Sandra with the defensive cover to do. Sandra gets across, but the referee has whistled for halftime, I think. So a few minutes early, the referee blows for halftime. Maybe we're only playing 40-minute halves. Could be something with the lights having to go out by a certain time. We're never too sure here. But the referee has whistled for halftime. So right on the stroke of halftime, Velez have doubled their lead after scoring initially in the 6th minute. So 45 down, 45 to go here in Velez, Malaga. Please come back in about 15 minutes for the second half, and we will see you then.
Yeah, so we're in the UK. My first ever trip over to England, and I think it's been a success, to be honest. We're finishing up now our 4-day experience with a tour around Carroll Road. We brought the boys down here last night. They got to see a live Premier League game against Manchester United, and then we're now getting to see the stadium where the Manchester United players and Norwich players were playing last night. So, unbelievable experience. Yeah, I think, it's gone as well as it could have. We have to review it now, and I mean, you can always do better. But for a first hit out, I think we've done a sterling effort, and I can't thank the staff enough, from the media guys to Juan Carlos. Ryan, has been an absolute trooper, I think everyone's really dug in, and it shows kind of what this project's about, that it's not just the glitz and glamour, but we've got people that are really here for the cause and just to do the best for the players.
The best thing probably about the academy is just being able to meet different footballers from around the world and play against the big teams that you wouldn't get to in Australia.
The coaches here are absolutely amazing. They help me in everything, teach me the movements, the run, the passes, what to do and what not to do, and to be honest, I've become such a better player since I've arrived.
If I had to describe football in one word, I would choose magical. It's just a sport that I couldn't describe how much it means to me, and everything revolves around it, and it's just all I have, and it's all I'm gonna have, and it's all I want to do for the rest of my life.
I would say life, because I feel like my life moves around football, and it's just, I'm always watching football, I'm always playing football, and I just always have it on my mind.
Probably a dream, God's given me the abilities to play, so I'm enjoying it. I have to keep working hard, training, and I'll see where it takes me.
I play football because I love it. I just love playing. I love the game, especially Spanish football.
For me, it's my life. Yes, it's my life.
I think I have talent, but like I say, it's not enough for all players. Even if you have talent, you have to work next to training and do everything you can to be at the top level.
Basically, just if you want to make it, just go for it. Train hard, work hard, and don't give up.
Be able to adapt and change to things. Soccer is a very subjective sport, and it's all about the coach's mind and what they're trying to play, but it's really been a fantastic experience for me, and I would recommend you come try it out yourself.
para mí es un honor de poder estar aquí en Balaído, ¿no? Ha sido un estadio que ha hecho muchísimos goles, ha hecho una carrera magnífica. Estaba yo en el Málaga haciendo muchísimos goles, entonces ha tenido una propuesta, ha tenido una conversación con Horacio, con todos los directivos, y para mí fue emocionante porque tú llegar a un equipo como Celta de Vigo, para llegar hay un camino muy grande, hay que trabajar mucho.
Hello and welcome back to Velez Malaga. We are about to get underway for the second half as we have a full-scale changes coming on. Assistant coach Charlie Malman walks by to take his place for the second half, and with that, we are underway here in Velez Malaga again. So while we were at break, we diagnosed that the comments were not working, and now we see all your comments, and we can continue to see all your comments. So keep commenting, please. We will read them all out right now. But before we do that, we do have the whole scale changes to tell you. So the team sheet that we received for the second half, we will not be able to flash it up on the screen because there's simply too many of them. And I don't think we can plague your screen with too many graphics too quickly. So I will read out the team sheet as I have it. At right back is Nick. In the center back roles are Kevin and Evan. The left back is Adam. Ali Mirza on the right wing. Jack and Junior in the center of the park. Monzon on the left, with Albert, Raymond, and Jalen making up the front three, it looks like. So we'll be able to pick out those players as we see them. But without further ado, and it looks like Isaac may be coming in, so we may have a shot of Isaac coming soon. But we have a lot of other comments to get through, so we will get Mark Bridle on the mouse right now. There's a big scroll up and see what we see. We've got Trista Sierra, Vamos Devino, of course, supporting her brother. A lot of support for number 25 there. Some support for Impala, of course, coming in. Kelsio Santos from Almun, ecar. Vamos Monzano. We've got Go Boomy, Monzo, come on, my G. And tenemos Alberto Cuesta Torres. Come on, Machina. Aquí Hugo Vicente Alberto Cuesta viendo el partido, comiendo pizza, ya que grande vinagre. Pues nuestro jugador favorito, Alberto Cuesta, uno de nuestro cuerpo técnico también en la oficina. Alberto Cuesta está mirando con uno de los mejores jugadores de Almun, ecar City, Hugo Vicente. La Magician de Francia, Hugo, claro, con muchos goles este año. Alberto Cuesta también, con menos goles, pero muy buena gente también. Comiendo pizza, no está demasiado bien para tu partido contra Perú este fin de, pero Alberto, ¿qué puedo hacer? Es tu decisión y no podemos cambiar nada sobre tu Alberto Cuesta y no queremos cambiar nada sobre tu Alberto Cuesta. Así que Albe y Hugo, muchas gracias por ver y por estar aquí con nosotros en los comentarios. Y si quieres seguir hablando a mí, por favor, seguir comentando porque este partido es un poco aburrido y me gustaría seguir hablando con ustedes. Así que muchas gracias por ver, por comentar también. Y los dos son muy buena gente. What else have we got in the comments? We'll go back up. We've got Lynn Tarani on there. We've got Hugo Vicente, who we just shouted out again. We've got Bonkin and Kosi loving the commentary. Brandon Bonky, muchas gracias. Thank you very, very much. We've got the score in the top left corner. We'll keep scrolling down now, Mark. Who else have we got in there? Comments are pouring in now. Ante Filipovic, Vamos Nick, Vamos FCMC. Love that. Ante supporting, of course, from Canada. We've got Isaac still in there as well. I'm not sure where Isaac is going to be. Hopefully we get Isaac in soon for the second half. Well, cuando sale Isaac, el mejor. I think we've got Isaac. Hopefully Isaac coming in soon. Maybe from the academy. Could be on the bench today. Loads of comments coming in as we see Velez keep the ball back through their keeper. Lynn Tarani, go Ali Tarani, cheering from home. Southern California, USA. Much better weather than here today in Southern California. There must be. Always great to have Lynn Tarani with us tonight. Emily Manduku is waving to Alberto. So we've got some friendships going on in the chat right now. Who we got? Me gusta tu español, crack. Pienso que este comentario está hablando sobre el comentario. Quien está intentando que hablar español un poco también. A todos los españoles como Alberto, como Hugo y como tú, Antonio. Así que muchas gracias por el complemento. Significa mucho que escuchar que te gusta mi español. Y ahora there is a bit of conflict on the field right now. Looks like everything is sorting back out. And that's Kevin over the ball. So the center back, Kevin, I think, looks to be over that now. Back underway. More support coming in from Isaac. Isaac been great so far in this second half. Isaac doing really, really well on the pitch. We'll hope to see him on the score sheet. Kevin's long ball into the box. Keeper stays on his line. Flick towards the area. The header, he's in. Oh, handled quite easily by the keeper. Header came in late. We'll see if we can have a look and see who that was with the header. But Velez get us back underway quickly. Switch of play from Velez now. Out of play, and FCMC clearly on the front foot right now. Filipovic over the ball, the number 20. And I think we have finally figured out who Isaac is. Isaac plays for Velez. Así que la última comento dice que ¿qué opinión de Isaac de Velez? A mí también me gusta tu español. Pues primero, muchas gracias por el apoyo de mi español. Y segundo, ¿cuál número es Isaac para Velez? Queremos saber de quién estás hablando. Así que si puede poner el número de Isaac, yo quiero saber quién es y voy a seguir hablando sobre este chico. Así que dime rápido, así que puedo comentar sobre Isaac también. Long ball over the top, looking for a switch of play, cut out into the midfield, recollected. Looks like that's Evan Cusick stepping out of his center back role now. Of course, Evan Cusick, we saw him in action a few weeks ago for the under-16s, but a chance here for Malaga driving forward now. Ultimately lost out, but then recollected near the edge of the area. Can the shot come in from range? Slipped into the left-hand channel. Can we deliver? Out on the left side right now. It looks like that's Albert, number 24, cuts infield. Just asking a bit too much of the attackers. Long ball over the top, cleared away. So Malaga City clearly on the ascendancy in this first half right now. A lot of time being spent in the Velez defensive area. Ball played infield now. Velez look to recollect for their first chance of the half. Ball slipped in behind on the wrong side of Kevin, but the ball just out of his reach. Tirani recollects in goal, the American goalkeeper. So Albert on the left wing had a bit of support coming in the chat now. Go Albert. Nairobi is watching. Albert from Kenya. So all the support coming from Nairobi. Now the ball over the top. That's number 24. Albert as well there. Up top, number 23, that's Jalen. Ball cleared from Velez. All of a sudden, there's space in behind Kevin. Defending to do. We've learned Isaac's number 3 of Velez, so we'll keep an eye out for Isaac now. Ball played infield. Filipovic has to be alert on the defensive side. Slides in, loses out. Has to be careful not to commit a penalty. Sliding challenge comes in. Velez players protesting. That was number 4, Kevin, who took him down. Referee says nothing doing, just signals for a corner. So while we wait for the corner, tenemos un otro comento de Alberto. As you watch Filipovic there do well on the defensive side of things. And here the corner comes in, cleared at the first post, and then further cleared. I think that's Jack in the middle of the park there, clears it further out. Pues tenemos un otro comento de Alberto Cuesta Torres. Eres un porterazo, machina. Nosotros vemos al partido acompañarnos siempre, amigo Vinagre. Un saludo para nuestro speaker Antonio Franco de parte de Hugo Vicente y Alberto Cuesta. And his shot comes in from Velez, blocked off the line. Really good defensive play there. That's Adam at the left back. Pues ahora de Alberto Cuesta, ¿qué ha dicho? Antonio Franco de parte de Hugo y Alberto. Así que Antonio es el hombre quien está al estadio durante los partidos de Malaga City, quien comentó, quien grita los marcadores y todo. Así que Antonio, estamos muy felices y Hugo y Alberto quiere darte un saludo. We watched the corner from Velez, swung in the header over to Ronnie's goal. ¿Y qué más ha dicho Cuesta? Eres un porterazo machina. Siempre amigo vinagre. Alberto, pues tú puedes parar diciendo esta palabra sobre yo, Alberto. Solo quiero estar un mejor amigo de tú, de Hugo y todo nuestro equipo. Pienso que vinagre es un poco demasiado mucho para decir sobre yo, pero Alberto, tú puedes decir algo que quieras aquí porque somos amigos. Yo sé que tú eres un poco más vinagre de yo. Pues Alberto, uno de los mejores gente en todo de Almun y estamos muy felices, muy alegres que estás aquí con nosotros. But Velez look to break in behind here on the wrong side of Cusick. The shot will come in. What a save from Ali Tirani. A textbook spread there. Blocked off the chest and out for a corner. Really good save from Ali Tirani. Mark, let's cue that one up. We'll have another look at it. Ball comes in. Evan Cusick caught unawares. But wow, Tirani with a huge spread off the chest there. If you look up the textbook definition of how to spread as a goalkeeper there, make yourself as big as possible. Ali Tirani did it. Takes the save off the ribs. The corner ultimately results in nothing. Ball cleared to the far side. That's number 12. That's Jack chasing it down out for a Malaga throw-in. Shot comes infield, chipped over the top, cleared away by Kevin, followed clear by Jack. Number 24, Albert looking to track it down, cleared further away. Jack can't recollect. Chance for Velez. Now the cuts inside. The shot from range not fooling the hands of Tirani. More comments coming in. Tyler O'Neill. Hi, Auntie Emily from Adrian Wambua. So they're all watching together. Looks like Tyler's with Adrian back in Almuñécar supporting the under-21 side. Adrian talking about Albert giving some support as well. Y tenemos más comentarios preguntándome que hablar sobre el número 3, Isaac de Velez ahora. Así que voy a hablar un poco sobre Isaac. No sé cuál posición es Isaac, pero uno de los mejores jugadores en todo el Velez. Y no sé por qué no está jugando más para los equipos señores en Velez también. Pero es muy bien para Isaac, muy bien experiencia que jugar sobre un partido como el FC Malaga City Sub-21. Lynn Tirani supporting Ali in goal. And tenemos que decir muchas gracias a Mark para poner el gráfico de Isaac de Velez Malaga también para todos sus amigos en los comentarios ahora. Si quieres verlo otra vez, solo tienes que preguntarles en los comentarios y Mark puede poner otra vez en la pantalla para ustedes. Así que si quieres verlo otra vez, pregúntame. Corner for Velez now swung in over the head of everyone. Will recollect it in the corner. Great sliding challenge there. Wins it away. Swung infield now looks to be cleared by FCMC, but Velez managed to recollect, drive towards the center of the area. Defended away by a combination. Looks like Cusick was in there on that play, but now breaks to the far side. The left-footed shot comes in. Tirani does well to gather at the second attempt. Keeps the first one in front. Gets the play going quickly through Filipovic. Here's Big Nick on the right-hand side. Looks to find the space in behind. What a ball that was from Filipovic. Looking for, who's that? That was number 9. That was Ali Mirza down the right-hand channel. Just too far for Ali, but great enterprising run there from Filipovic. Really showing his ability on this right-hand side. Long ball over the top. It beats the head of Cusick. Velez are in here. They could make it 3. Tirani needs to stand strong. The shot comes in, and Ali Tirani again. The big man in goal with another save off his chest. He's doing brilliantly, is Tirani. Another great save on a 1-versus-1 opportunity. We'll have another look at it, but these chances coming a bit too easily for Velez Malaga now. Long ball over the top. Cusick caught flat-footed incredibly. Number 19 is in, clear as day. Tirani spreads, takes it off the abs. right out for another Velez corner. Danger not cleared yet. Looks like the corner resulted in nothing as Cusick. We see Cusick on the ball there in field. That's number 10. Don't think we have a number 10 listed on our team sheet. We've got a mystery number 10. If anyone knows who that is, please do let us know. Velez regained possession in a dangerous area again. Switch of play there over the head of Adam, who does well to clear on the second attempt. Velez try to keep the ball in play, but it's cleared out for an FCMC throw-in. Back to live shots now. Good play from Velez now. They look to drive forward into space. Switch of play towards the back of the park now. Velez keeping possession around the back of the park. Just seem content to play throughout the center backs right now. Just keeping the ball moving side to side, keeping these FCMC players unawares. And those sounds you hear in the back view of the Velez players showing a bit of frustration with their being substituted, but a 2-0 lead for the home side should prove pretty safe. FCMC really haven't threatened it in the last few minutes. Lintarani celebrating Ali again, which is always good. Ali Tarani's been a standout performer so far for FCMC. Y para todo en los comentarios, estamos intentando que buscar para el número 3 Isaac para Velez, pero pensamos que se retirado de este partido era un cambio muy pronto, pero no sabemos si sabes cuál posición o si podemos ver dónde. Por favor, díganos. Velez looks to switch play now, recollected into the center of the park, back to the left back. This has been a clear purple patch for this Velez side right now. They seem to be moving a lot more of the ball now, keeping a lot more possession than they did in these early stages of the first half and the latter stages of the first half as well. Cleared up, Filipovic looking to get back behind the ball, does well to clear away. Throw in for Velez on the near side. Taken in towards the center of the park, headed down into the area. Should be Tarani's off his line, does well. Claims it ahead of any onrushing Velez players, and Tarani now goes short to the left-hand side. This is Evan Cusick on the ball. Plays infield. That looks like it's number 15. That looks like it's junior on it. There is number 10. We're not sure who number 10 is. All the way back to the Velez keeper, Emily Manduku. Nice to see you guys doing what you love and supporting each other. So proud of you. Of course, talking of the relationship between Adrian Wambua and looks like Albert there on the pitch right now. Both those players being from Kenya, have a feeling they knew each other from back in the day as well. So it's really good to see those players back out there, especially interacting with each other. As we see that clearance from Filipovic draw quite a cheer from the FCMC bench. Looks like we'll see a substitution coming from Velez now, number 15 coming on. So not too sure if we're playing 40-minute halves, if we're playing 45-minute halves. Not totally sure, but seems to be anywhere between 30 and 20 minutes remaining. So we'll ballpark that figure somewhere around there. Velez keeping possession now. Hey M13 está diciendo lo siento para su inglés. No, su inglés es muy bien. Ojalá tú puedes entender mi español. Y te lo juro, estamos buscando para Isaac en el campo, pero sabemos que es tu amigo y ojalá podemos encontrar. Long ball over the top, intercepted by Kevin, who's having a sound second half so far since coming in as a substitute. He's done really well at the back. But Velez have just been a bit better this half, but now a chance for FCMC to break. Ball inside, tries to play it through to the left-hand channel. Keeper quickly off his line to smother. There we see a shot of number 9. That's Ali Mirza on the right-hand side. Ball played in behind from Velez. Kevin tracks over, makes a smart decision, clears out. Jonathan Camas, Vamos Malaga. Jonathan Camas, of course, from Almun, one of the valued members of this FCMC under 21 side. Seems to not be here with us tonight, but always supporting the boys, which is great to see from Jonathan Camas, watching from Almun. 2 more subs for Velez coming on. Number 20 and number 21 will enter the fray. I believe number 21 may have been the goal scorer from the early bit of the first half. So he's back on now. And who? Oh, there he is. Number 3. We saw him in the bottom right of the screen. He came on. So Isaac has entered the fray for Velez. The number 3 has come in. He looks like he is not actually made up. Isaac has come in. We will get the camera people on that as soon as we can. But we see him right there in the bottom right of your screen. There is Isaac. So we've got the graphic up in the bottom right of the screen. Mira allá a sus amigos. Allá está Isaac. El número 3 de Velez está directamente allá. Así que está en tu pantalla ahora. Y vamos a ver las celebraciones en los comentarios ahora. Y el rey está muy contento ahora con el gráfico y todo. Así que Isaac tiene su momento en el sol. Isaac on the ball now. Great pass there into the center halves. Play is being switched over. Velez look to play into that channel. 2 runners against Filipovic. Has to be careful here, does the Canadian right back. Player quickly into the box towards the byline. Squares it. Gets taken down with a sliding challenge, but out for a corner. And another chance for Velez to load more players into the box. Great bit of skill there from number 12. Gets to the byline, cuts it across, does well to shield away the tackle of Filipovic, and a great clearance by Kevin, has to be said, in the middle there. Really good before it could danger Tirani. Corner taken from Velez now towards the second post, headed back across, cleared in the middle, and then fought for. Chance for Velez now to swing it back in again. Chips towards the edge of the area. Will have a shot. The volley comes in wide of Tirani's right-hand post as we see one of the Velez substitute keepers walk past, so another change there. Y por supuesto, en los comentarios ahora tenemos todo el apoyo en todo el mundo de Isaac. Isaac, el número 3. Si marca Isaac, voy a celebrar como es uno de nosotros jugadores quien ha marcado. Pues si Isaac marca, pero es que nos gusta aquí, es que le gustamos ver. Apoyo para todos los equipos, todos los jugadores. Y si tu amigo está jugando, por favor, dílenos. Podemos apoyar a tu amigo como usted. Así que estamos muy felices de tener el apoyo de todos los jugadores, para los jugadores de Málaga, de Velez y todos los otros equipos aquí contra quien jugamos. Isaac on the ball now, drives forward, tries to play infield, but can only give it to our number 10, who, as we said before, we do not have a number 4, so we're not too sure who number 10 is. Now the ball will go into the right-hand side for Velez. Malaga really haven't had a sniff in the second half. The first 5 minutes started strongly, but chances have been at a premium since then. Malaga really needs to just try to find the ball into that midfield. You can tell the changes have come in. You're missing that midfield trio of Malcolm, Kurt, and Russell there. They really seem to dictate the game from their role, but now with them off, it seems to be just a bit weaker. The back four still doing well. Kevin under pressure there. Only can half clear, looking for Jack. Drive forward there. You can see number 24. There's Albert. big clearance there coming from Evan Cusick, Diego Gomez, vamos Jackie Poo. Diego Gomez, of course, one of those members of the FCMC under-21 side as well, supporting Jack in the center of the park. Jack wearing the number 12 tonight. So support coming in from Jack. Who else have we got? Number 10 is Danny. So we've got a name for number 10. Thank you, Bonk. So we've got a name for number 10 now. Ball goes over the top. Evan Cusick isolated in defense. The shot comes in, never troubling Ali Tarani, who again claims well. So we've got a bit of camera adjusting going on right now, which is why you've got an A1 view of the floodlights. But we're back to the close camera now as everything else is being adjusted. And while we do have a moment, and Yeri is continually support Isaac with another substitution, we have to say this has been a... Mark, should we use an English phrase? This has been a nice cheeky stream so far. We'll see the cheeky statistics up there. So I have been requested to put the word cheeky in the stream a few times tonight. So if you're watching this back, you know exactly who you are, and you know exactly why I'm saying it. So we've got the cheeky statistics popped up with a great graphic there coming as always from Mark Bridle. And of course, if you have any other requests, I will always be at hand to give them. But a chance for Velez now and a rash sliding challenge there from Cusick. Size the player down. Hopefully he's okay. Really dangerous tackle there. Hopefully the player up soon. But a wild lunge there from one of the FCMC players. Not sure who came out of the back with that challenge. Hopefully he has left the scene of the crime because that was a brutal challenge. What else have we got in the comments? More support for Isaac. We've also got John Kurtz, a GOAT commentary. John, love that. All the way from Almun right now, supporting the under-21, supporting the commentator as well. No one better than John Kurtz. AM Diego will have a bit of a chat in the message right now. Always good to see them too as well. More support coming in for Isaac. John Kurtz supporting the under-21s. Yere saying that Isaac should be taking the free kick, but it looks like it'll be number 12 over the ball now. Will be the number 12. He's over. The shot from range. Tarani never troubled. Knew where his post was. Just to the left side. We'll have another look at that. So the number 12 steps over it. Shot comes from distance wide of Tarani's post. Tarani had it covered all the way. Was never troubled there. Turns away. That's Danny, number 10, as we've been told by Mr. Nkosi in the chat. So big shout out to him for filling us in with the last name that we were missing. Fellas continue to build now. Switch of play onto the right side. Adam with defensive work to do, but he gets beat. Ball squared into the center of the area. The shot comes in. Oh, somehow it's gone wide. Huge let off for FCMC there. The arriving player seemingly in acres of space with the entire goal at his mercy. Only manages to pick out the advertising boards in the back. So let off for Malaga again. Junior with the turn there. Here's number 9, Ali Mirza. Ali Mirza infield. That's number 24. There's Albert on the ball. Jack switches play to Kevin. Long ball over the top, cleared out. Throw in for Filipovic to take on the near side. Fought for on the near side. That's number 10, Danny, immersed in the action again. Velez looks to break, but one away. Looks like that was Albert winning it back. His ball into the channel. But intercepted. Velez again maintained possession. Referee's whistle goes for a stoppage. Looks like the ball may have run out for an FCMC throw-in. That throw-in taking quickly into the center of the pitch. Good play from Danny there. Gets it back on a lovely little 1-2. And we have all kinds of comments going on right now. Seems to be quite a few Velez fans in here with us tonight. Now have decided that number 12 is Conde. We've got number 12 there as well. Seems to be both friends of Velez Malaga. More support for Isaac. We've got the loads of comments coming in. The YouTube algorithm will be very, very confused with all these comments coming in, but it's great for us, so please keep commenting. We'd love to see that here on the stream. Velez keep possession around the back. And now the number 21 breaks forward. What a touch to get away from Filipovic. Kevin isolated. The shot comes in. Great save again. Tirani followed up clear by Cusick. That has to be said. Ali Tirani is having a fantastic game in the Malaga City goal right now. Imploring his defense to do a bit more. But Tirani has not put a foot wrong tonight. We'll have another look at yet another astounding save from the keeper. So the shot comes in from the number 21, manages to just flick that left hand out to it before it can trickle into the far corner. Great save from Ali Tirani. Here's the resulting corner swung in. The number 12, who just missed that free kick, rises highest, but his header can only go wide. Recollected on the near side now by Velez. Malaga swung in. Good header clear by Adam on the near post. Followed clear only as far as the number 11. Cleared out. Danny keeps the pressure. Now Isaac on the ball. Isaac only can find Filipovic. Infield now it's Albert. Albert on the near side to number 10, Danny. Lovely little 1-2 played between them. Now Albert will come forward. Great step over, cuts to the right. Good sliding challenge there by number 8, cleared away. More support for more Velez. For more Velez players. Somebody is doing the history homework watching Madrid. So we'll have a replay of that break now. And we will actually cut that short as FCMC looks to be on the break, but it's intercepted. Comes forward quickly is the number 19. Great tackle there by Danny, cleared away by Isaac, the number 3. So tenemos muchos amigos de Velez ahora en los comentarios, como el portero bloquea el balón. Tenemos mucho apoyo de todos los jugadores de Velez. Javier está haciendo su tarea de historia cuando está mirando los Galácticos de Velez Málaga. Todos de sus amigos se llama Isaac y Conde. Todos los Galácticos de Velez Málaga ahora. Así que ojalá cuando ellos están mirando este partido después puedan poner un comentario para el comentario. Dice que ellos entienden todo de su español. As there we see a foul committed. Will be a free kick for Velez. Just a bit overzealous coming out of the back right now. Estamos recogiendo preguntas para dar una entrevista a Isaac. No sé si mi director va a dejarme dar una entrevista a Isaac, pero voy a preguntar 100%, no te preocupes. Good possession from Velez in the middle. Isaac on the ball there. Pass in front. Infield. Now the shot comes in from range, never troubling Tirani's near post. Final few minutes of play here. Either 13 or 3 minutes remaining. Not too sure how much we're playing. And on comes number 16, a final substitution. That is Raymond. Looks like Raymond Odion comes on for FCMC for the final few minutes here. So head coach Alvaro Elias with one last roll of the dice to bring on the prolific striker Raymond. He enters the pitch now looking very serious, but some great play by Kevin there to dance away from one of the Velez strikers, brings the Brazilians to their feet. We've got Monzon as well. We've got a close-up of him. Not too sure why. But he must have come back on after entering the fray in the first half. Being told if we can talk with Isaac after, I'll be the best commentator ever. Mark, we may have to organize a bit of a discussion with Isaac, see if we can get him on the stream real fast. We'll make sure we don't close it out too fast. We'll see if we can catch him walking in. As FCMC continue to try to break down this very compact Velez side. Big switch of play over the top there. Filipovic tries to close on it, flicked away. Odion in the mix, and now Jack can come away with it. There is Raymond. Gets to the wrong side of him. Good play by the Velez center back there just to nick it off the toes of the on-rushing Malaga City substitute. Velez continue possession as Felix and Kosi says Braden is up there with Martin, Tyler, and Alan Smith with commentary. Felix That is one of the best comments I think I have ever read while on stream with FC Malaga City. So thank you so much for that. It does mean absolutely a lot. Of course, missing my co-comms today, Mark Bridle. One of the microphone wires is acting up a bit. So the Alan Smith to my Martin Tyler right now is just behind the computer screen doing those replays that you see. But Felix, means the world to hear comments like that, especially after some of the press we've had with a few of the other commentators. Not always the best, but Felix, means the world to hear that from you. So thank you so much. We've got Antonio también. Cuando tú me digas, te doy algunas clases de cómo tienes que cantar los goles. Pues, Antonio, cuando quieres enseñarme cómo gritar como tú, cómo celebrar los goles como tú, estoy aquí para ti, Antonio, cuando estoy listo. Free kick coming for Velez now. It's the number 19 over it. Looks to have a shot from goal. Deflected. Oh, and it manages to wriggle its way past Tirani into the far corner. Night ends on just a bit of a sour note for the goalkeeper, who's had such an outstanding performance thus far today, but nothing he could do on that at all. As the strike deflected off the underside of the wall, it looks like. Mark, what do you think on that? Looks like it hit off the underside of the wall. Yeah, he's nodding his approval. We'll have another replay of it now. Here comes the number 19. Yeah, wall just twisted away. Tirani helpless in goal as the ball goes just to the side of him, but back underway in Velez, and that third goal should put the nail in the FCMC coffin tonight, unfortunately. But a great battling performance from the boys. Of course, against a team in a much higher division as well. Play senior football. We've made a great account of ourselves. Absolutely nothing to be ashamed of tonight. The boys have put the best foot forward and have been really, really good against the senior opposition. Pues ahora pienso que tengo que dar mis opiniones sobre Isaac. Pues pienso que Isaac es un muy bien jugador. Después de solo ver para un parte de fútbol, a chance now for Velez. The strike comes in from range, and it's 2 in as many minutes. The strike comes in. There's the number 19. Looks like he's at the double there after the free kick. Unfortunately, ball just in behind again. We'll have another look at it. Intercepted in the center of the park. Cusick again, just not really there. Great ball in behind though, and an even better finish. Unfortunate for Tirani there. Ball tucked into the bottom corner. Number 19 knows where the camera is. Gives us a heart near the top. Back underway. Pues a volver a mi opinión de Isaac. Isaac, muy bien jugador. Como en extremo izquierda, estoy jugando muy bien. Siempre pase seguro. Muy bien que completar sus pases. Muy bien trabajo. Después de solo ver para un parte. Quién sabe, va a ser con Velez, el equipo senior, pronto, ojalá. There is that man, Isaac. Lovely little 1-2 in the center of the park. Onto the far side now. Filipovic with the defensive work to do. Monzon tries to get behind the ball. Cuts infield dangerously. But intercepted on the far side. Driving forward, that's Ali Mirza, it looks like. Surrounded by quite a few players, but gets it in field now. Switch of play to Monzon. Chance here for FCMC to grab a consolation. Great little step over by Monzon. Now cuts inside, cuts back onto the right foot, cuts back onto the left. We can't even keep up with him in the commentary box, but unfortunately the defender cleared over the head of Filipovic as the number 21 will look to break in behind. But great retreating defense there from Nick Filipovic. Wins it away. Good play from Velez now, the number 19, of course, with a quick fire brace, turns away, but Jack does well to win the ball back. Good play. Filipovic clears long. Monzon on the right-hand side, cuts infield. On the ball now is Albert. Albert drives forward, tries to shed off the challenge of one, ultimately earns the foul. So free kick chance coming for Malaga. We'll have a look. Albert doing really well here to put his body just between the ball and the opposition player. Does well to draw the foul. Free kick coming. Whole host of players over. It looks like it'll be number 10, Danny, over the ball. Oh, that's Danny Higeno. Okay, so he wasn't on the list. The Brazilian Daniel Higeno now. We know who that is. We couldn't see him. We didn't have the best angle on him. So he'll be over the ball looking for his moment in the sunshine. So with a bit of tape on his knees, had a few injury problems. But Daniel Higeno over the ball now, looking to find maybe a bit of a consolation goal, maybe the start of a comeback here for the FCMC under-21 side. Shot comes in from range from Higeno, flies harmlessly over the ball, just didn't catch it with a ton of pace, it doesn't look like. Out for a Velez goal kick. FCMC regain possession now. Albert infield. Great combination with Jack there. Can he switch the play to the near side? He can. He finds his way to Monzon. Monzon, 1 versus 1. Can he create some danger? Cuts onto the left foot. Tries the reverse ball in behind, but no one was making the run. As Velez look to break here. Number 21 on the far side has the number 19 on the underlap. Tries to find him with a lovely outside of the football. Can he get on the end of it? Oh, just misses the on-rushing number 19, but Tirani quickly offers Ryan to smother at the first attempt. In behind now, Monzon dumped to the turf with a sliding challenge there. Who's down? We'll have another look at that. So that's Monzon with the pass now. And it looks like, who could that be across? That's Albert. That's got to be Albert making the run down the right-hand side. Gets dumped to the turf. Higeno over it to take the free kick. So the Brazilian number 10 over the ball. This has been a trend. We've seen Adelson wearing the number 10. Now we see Higeno wearing the number 10. The Brazilian seems to like that number. Swung in dangerously this time, but cleared away by Velez, and the referee blows for full time. So a 4-0 loss here for the FCMC under 21 side. But overall, a lot of positives to be taken from this game tonight. Played really well against the senior opposition. The players showed a great account of themselves. Absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. So as we see the players walk off and shake hands, big shout out to everyone in the comments tonight. It's really made the game interesting for us. Had loads of viewers, it looks like. We'll see how many viewers we had tonight at one time. Loads of viewers, almost 500 viewers with us right now. So thank you so much for all the support. Of course, unfortunate about the result, but loads of positives to take. And unfortunately, it looks like Isaac has just walked off before we could get an interview with him. So we were on the pitch and asking, estábamos allá y preguntando, pero Isaac no quería hablar con nosotros y entra al vestuario sin hablar con nosotros. Así que lo siento, pero hemos intentado que hablar con Isaac, pero no quería. Pues, and with that, it looks like that will be all for us tonight from Velez. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And until next time, good night.